Hi from the Happy Heretic. Been working in the yard today, so it's not extremely neat or clean, but I thought I'd give an update because it's almost June, and I've been complaining about the birds and the squirrels and the chipmunks and the possums and the dogs and the whatever. They dig at things and pluck them out, and some things they don't. This is a nasturtium that I think will make it, but they dug at it. This is my favorite corner of the yard. Oh, and look at that beautiful plant my daughter bought me for Mother's Day. Oh, the coleus. All 120 of them or whatever are almost ready to transplant. Oh, I think that's oh shoot, lily that my sister bought me last year. And that is the clematis that my youngest daughter, Megan, whose birthday it is today, May 23rd. Happy birthday, Megan. I had to trim it back. Where I had it was way too much sun and it almost died, but I saved it. Yay. My other nasturtium, look at it. This is a jewel nasturtium. They're so gorgeous. And my elephant ears are coming up beautifully. This crazy looking thing is, I think it's cabbage or collards, but it's from last year and it never got planted, but it bloomed, it bolted, and it made it all winter in that 4-pack. So think I'm not gonna save seeds from that. We have wood shavings on the spinach, but I wanted you to see how big. That's the spinach, and that is lettuce. You see how tall that is? And my one little kale plant over there. So that's what's going on there. And in this crazy weed infested thing, those are some peppers, but they were starts. And even before they got taken over by weeds, they were struggling here and I don't know why. I need to weed right here because that is one of my very few watermelons. Think. Uh-oh, sorry. I dropped my phone. Okay, let's try that again. What is that? No, that's not what it is. That's something a bird dug up. And that is a watermelon. And that is a watermelon. And the reason they made it is they were hidden under weeds and straw. We dug all this kind of up, and apparently not every piece of it, so whatever. This was a sugar baby melon that got dug up, see the hole, and they didn't even bother to, they just threw aside the little marker. And I'm not sure if that's a sugar baby watermelon or a sugar baby melon. I guess we're gonna find out. Back there is a sugar baby melon. And right there is a sugar baby melon. And these are, I think, squash and zucchini. Let's see. Sugar pumpkin. Oh yeah, I'm really excited about that. All the animals will love it. Okay, hot mess coming up, but doing well. This is several, let's see, 2 rows of tomatoes, a row of Sunny Smile sunflowers. Oh, I have to show her because she is magnificent. This is a Super Sweet 100. We call her Audrey too because we had one here last year named Audrey because they are indeterminates, but they go nuts, absolutely nuts. And I have my first honey tomatoes of the year, and I know some of you are like, we have ripe tomatoes. Hush. Hi, Audrey. Here's your little tomatoes. These are super productive though. Okay. And then over here, various types of peppers. And half the time the birds, I guess it's the birds or squirrels, dig out the markers, but I think it's jalapenos and something else. All right, my new beds this year. And now I have, look what Paul built. Yay! Now I don't have to kill myself coming up here. I just watered heavily, and so all that is compost tea on the ground. It's essentially what it is because there's tons of compost. Okay, we have sugar snap peas over there. And I want to say these are sweet. Nope, these are green arrow peas and marigolds and tomatoes. And let's see. What do you have? Oh, those are my straight 8 cucumbers. I do have cucumbers. I just posted that I didn't have any cucumbers, but I do. Over here, let's see, Roma tomatoes on that side, large cherry tomatoes on this side, butternut squash over there, cosmos on the far side, and don't laugh at this. Had to move my lemon balm, and it didn't really like it, but it doesn't like the heat very much. But now I have catnip growing over here and orange balm, and I just put those in and watered over here, and we'll see what happens. I put a nasturtium over there, hoping it's gonna like it. That's red sorrel or bloody dock, depending on who you are, where you live probably. But it's a really pretty plant, and it was all squished down in, what do you call it? In one little container, so it's not very happy. It literally an hour ago or less got transferred over, so we'll see how it goes. That is a little red Marconi pepper, which we're very excited about. We have them planted. We have a few planted all over the yard just to make sure they make it. That's a sweet banana pepper. And over here is sort of the experimental area and where things go to wait. Last year, gourds did fine over here, but the tree has grown and the straw bales are here. And I don't know which of those things is making the difference, but this is squash and it is not nearly as happy as it's zucchini, yeah. As all the different gourds and things were last year, and I don't know why. It flowers, but it's not getting pollinated because I can't find even one fruit started. This is a tiny experimental salad plot. It's space hybrid, spinach, and Jericho lettuce, and arugula. But it's doing pretty well to have absolutely no attention paid to it whatsoever. This is the bigger. All of this is from seed. This is actually from microgreen seeds, and they're growing really nicely. I have some bib lettuce back there that I need to transplant because it's actually doing really well over here. And all of this is from microgreens. Basically a salad mix, and I'm just growing them to maturity. This is beets and radishes and bok choy. Let's see what else is over here. A little bit of spinach. And this is the Swiss chard bright lights. Let's see if I can, oh, but something's been digging at. Great. But if you look, it's actually, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's a really pretty plant. And 2 or 3 different types of basil, thyme, parsley, rosemary, just different things like that. So over here does not get as much attention. It's not easily seen, but it was also an experiment to see if we could extend the growing season because this is in shade most of the day. In theory, a little bit cooler. So far things seem to be doing well. We didn't do much with the arch this year because we were worried about the sun, and it turns out we were right. So I have some morning glories I just put down there about an hour ago. We'll see how that goes. Salad seems to like it just fine. Sun-loving things like squash and zucchini and all my gourds, apparently that's not going to be a thing. So this past week, Paul extended the chicken run, doubled it in size, and the chickens are so happy. Remember, it used to just be the one little arched area. Now they have double the area, plus their coop, and they love it. So in the middle beds that Paul built, all the garlic is doing well. The Marconi, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's in an ideal place. It's getting tons and tons of sun, but it looks like we have a little pest stress. I had a cucumber over here. This bed gets plucked worse than almost anything else. I mean, I have planted marigolds, cosmos, cucumbers, beans, all kinds of things, and tomato, and they just pluck it up. my sunflowers, these are the ones that survived. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I started with 20 and planted probably another 20 more between seeds and plants, and they just keep digging them up. The birds come in, they dig them up, they cut the heads off like this, and that never goes well. I planted marigolds in all 4 corners that were seedlings, so I had already started them, and they pulled those up, so I put seeds in, and they pulled those up too. This bed, there was something I really wanted. We actually bought a start for heirloom black diamond watermelon, and they appear to have pulled it up. There were flowers in there, they pulled it up. There were some beans in there, they pulled it up. And there's this one thing, and I don't even know what it is. It could be a watermelon, it could be a pumpkin, it could be a squash. I have no idea anymore. And just a few, the lettuce did not do well. I planted lettuce over here, seedlings, or seeds, and they said absolutely not, way too hot. But the bush beans, contender bush beans, are doing well. And we have, gosh, I can't see, it's so bright, but we have lots of flowering going on. So they can have this whole bed. So that's pretty much it, and all the can I've been trying to get rid of, obviously. Not really able to just yet. The only other thing that I can think of is my carrots. This was an experimental thing. I had never grown them before and had almost no confidence. I'd heard that they were not really easy to grow, that germination was very low. But, wow. So I'll be so disappointed. I'm going to get these great, beautiful fingerling carrots, and there's only going to be maybe a dozen or 2. So they'll get lots more room. This is one of the happiest things around and blooming now. Is this a zucchini? Yes, Black Beauty zucchini, which I think is going to be gorgeous. And it's about to flower for the first time, also grown from seed. So overall, I'm not that upset. Oh, this could be a problem. See what he's doing? He's over there eating my plants, my seedlings. So that's what part of the problem was. Oh, and something ate those out too. And plucked the marker out. So started some more marigolds. I'll give that a try. Anyway, so that's what's going on in Happy Heretic Garden as of May 23rd. I've seen a lot of growth just in the past week or 2. Everything was just kind of sitting. Well, 2 people, unless they eat salad 3 times a day, can't keep up with this amount. So I don't know what we're gonna do if the rest of it keeps growing like it is. But this is my favorite corner under the tree that I can never remember what it's called. Crepe myrtle, that's what it is. Under the crepe myrtles, in my little tropical corner. So I'll check back in a week or 2, and hopefully the animals will stop eating my garden.